We live in a world of never-ending entertainment. At any hour of the day in any city on earth you can find something to do. So why are you sitting on the couch like a lump of coal wondering why life is passing you by? Being bored with life is a hard pill to swallow. Many people don't know what to do with themselves when they are given a few moments of peace. With so much technology and instant gratification at our fingertips, it's a wonder that anyone could be bored. But it does happen, and it's really difficult for some people to process. If you are chronically bored, you might need to consider why that is happening. It's certainly not a lack of opportunity. Here are 9 reasons why you might be bored with life. 1. You keep turning down invitations to go out. Despite staring boredom in the face, you continue to turn down perfectly good opportunities to go out and hang with people. What's up with that? If you don't have anything better to do, why aren't you going to hang out with your friends? If you don't see your friends at least once in a while, when you go looking for them one day they might not be there. People don't wait around like they used to, and there's a lot more fake friends. There's a whole wide world out there, and if you aren't in it, you are going to remain in a state of chronic boredom forever. 2. You think changing out of your yoga pants is too much work. Let's face it, yoga pants change the landscape of being a homebody. It's just too easy to slip those suckers on and live in them for days. Some people have even tried to get away with wearing them to work. Companies are starting to make dress pants out of the same fabric, so more people can be comfortable. But come on, life isn't all about comfort. It's also a lot about having fun. If you are living at home in the same sweatpants you've been wearing for days, you might need a life makeover. Change into a pair of jeans, something that will give your ass some shape. Get out in the world. 3. You're not making an effort to meet people. You can't complain about never having anything new to do if you aren't making an effort to get out and meet new people. If you are sitting at the same bar with the same 4 friends every Friday night just staring at your phones like is going to continue to suck. You might even be bored when you are with people because you are with the wrong people. Consider adding new friends to your circle and shake things up a bit. Otherwise you'll be forever bored with your life. 4. You feel terrible and you look even worse. If you've let yourself go and feel like buying bigger pants is too much effort, you are going to be in for a rude awakening. We often like to play the victims in our own lives, and letting ourselves go, making ourselves sick with food and drink, is an easy way to allow yourself to hide from the world. It perpetuates a chronic cycle of regret fear. You fear being seen like that and you regret feeling like that. So you just keep eating or do whatever it is you have chosen to dull your life with, and things don't get better. 5. You aren't taking any actions. You know the saying, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Well, it's true if you aren't doing anything to change your life. How on earth do you expect it to change? You are not alone in thinking that hope prayer will bring about new entertainment and options into your life. Many people are sitting on their hands waiting for the right time to make a move. But the time is never right, and boredom will continue to fester. Things don't get better unless you make them better. 6. Boredom versus depression. It's a common misconception amongst people that their lives are boring. In truth, people who believe their lives aren't full of opportunity, challenge may actually be experiencing something more difficult to manage. When life looks lackluster all of a sudden, it might be that you are experiencing bouts of depression or even anxiety. We're not doctors, but it's important for you to pay attention to what might be going on under the facade. Depression is a real possibility if you aren't just bored, but don't find joy in anything you do. In particular, things that used to bring you joy no longer help to make you feel alive. According to BetterHelp, those who have anxiety and experience long shifts of boredom might be prone to developing depression than others. This has to do with the fact that depressed, anxious people may conceal negative thoughts prior to being bored, so when they have free time, their mind starts to wander into negativity. Yet it's important to realize that not all boredoms are the root cause of depression. Related, I was deeply unhappy, then I discovered this one Buddhist teaching. 7. You think you are better than people. You might not even realize it, but you might be avoiding people. Things because in some way you think you don't need them to be happy. If you look at a certain group of people or events, you don't need that to be happy, you might come to find that you are wrong. It's hard to turn the mirror on yourself and acknowledge that you've created this life for yourself, after all. Who would want to be bored and lonely all the time? But it does happen. We think that if we continue to play the victim, someone will save us. Life unfortunately doesn't work like that. 8. You aren't willing to do things alone. If you have to wait on someone else to entertain you in order to go out for dinner, see a show, even take a walk in the park, you might be waiting a long time. You need to get used to doing things alone in order to take responsibility for your life. Frankly, to enjoy your own company. If you can't be happy alone, how do you expect others to make you happy? This is a classic case of not knowing what you want in life and relying on others to give it to you. That's a slippery slope because you will turn to others to provide structure, joy, even advice in your own life. 9. You might actually enjoy being bored. Have you ever stopped to think that you are bored because you want to be bored? After all, there are some benefits to being bored. A study published in the journal Academy of Management Discoveries found that boredom can spark individual productivity and creativity. In the study, participants who had gone through a boredom-inducing task later performed better on an idea-generating task than those who completed an interesting activity. The bored participants performed better than the others in terms of quantity and quality.